So I've pretty much perfected my Titan. I have pretty much perfect rolls in every slot, and I think I'm actually going to switch to Warlock. Now. I'm going to show you my weapons for PvP and PvE. I'm going to show you some of my armor picks and perks and choices here. And other than a tiny little upgrade in a couple little slots, it can't get much better. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to freak out about it. For example, I could get enhanced unflinching hand cannon aim, but the effect of this is like negligible. It doesn't do enough to matter, and so I'm not going to freak out about it. But we're going to go through a couple of my armor pieces. We're going to talk about what's good, what's bad. Let's go. So I've got One-Eyed Mask that Xur sold today. This has enhanced hand cannon targeting. It can't get much better than this. Even if they nerf it, if they change it, if I want to use another exotic, I've also got a backup on this Reverie Dawn helmet. So it's got enhanced hand cannon targeting as well. And if I want to fart around with a sniper, you know, I'm sure I can get a sniper rifle targeting one soon, but I don't have an enhanced one just yet. I've also got this fun little skull fort. It doesn't have the enhanced perk, but even just having hand cannon targeting on it, I'm happy with that. With my Reverie Dawn gauntlet, this is perfect. This is like a perfect gauntlet. It's masterworked because I can't really get much better than this. I've got Shotgun Scavenger and Enhanced Cannon Loader. This is my go-to shotgunning one. But if I want to get really crispy, if I want to really reload that shotgun, I've also got one with Shotgun Scavenger, Enhanced Shotgun Loader. I've got a couple other gloves here. I've got some kind of PvE ones with Grenade Launcher Scavenger, but I am still searching for like an Enhanced Grenade Launcher Loader. But at the same time, when I'm on my Titan, I'm using my Rally Barricade, so this doesn't really matter. These scavenger perks are all I really care about, so this is good enough for me. As for chest pieces, I don't have any good unflinching ones. Like, I have a ton of enhanced unflinching bow or scout rifle, but even the enhanced unflinching hand cannon, it doesn't matter that much, so I'm not going to care about it. This one's good enough because it has hand cannon aim, and it has hand cannon reserves in case I get a bunch of ammo. On my boots, I've got quite a few good boots. I've got enhanced hand cannon dexterity. I don't have hand cannon scavenger, but not a big deal. I don't really run out of ammo. I've got this one that's got dexterity and the scavenger, which is pretty solid. I've got enhanced shotgun dexterity. And I just got this one today with enhanced sniper rifle dexterity. This is a good perk to have, allow you to whip out that sniper a little faster and just get ready for those quick scopes. And then I've got my Prodigal Mark. So this mark is pretty much as good as you could get. I could get Absolution on a different mark, but the reason I like this one is because it's got Shotgun Scavenger and it's got Sniper Scavenger, so I can just do a quick swap like this. I don't gotta change any gear out like crazy, and that's pretty much good enough for me. If I get some other, you know, random thing to drop, I'll use it. I've got this one if I need a Grenade Launcher Scavenger, but that's pretty much it. I just want to have this Grenade Launcher Scavenger in case I want to use my Mountaintop. Now let's look at some of my weapons. Let's talk about some of my weapons. So we've got the Mountaintop. This is a go-to PvE weapon right now. This is literally just for slaying. It's just for DPS. I use it in PvP from time to time, but this is mostly for PvE. I've got a pretty damn good Dust Rock Blue, Snapshot, Slide Shot, Accurized, Full Choke, and a Stability Masterwork. This could be better. I'm actually thinking about farming for one of these, but I'm not going to be crazy about it, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. It's because of this Spare Rations right below it. This Spare Rations, I'm telling you, is the best weapon I've used in Destiny. It's incredible. Slide Shot, Rapid Hit, Ricochet Rounds, Full Bore, and the Range Masterwork. I'm pretty much never taking this weapon off. Even when I snipe, I still use this instead of Last Word a lot of the time. It's got better range, and it feels just as good. And so, like, this Dust Rock, I don't really care if I get a much better one because most of the time I'm going to be using this weapon. If I want a kinetic sniper, I've got a little Supremacy with Rampage, Snapshot, Armor Piercing, Corkscrew, and a Handling Masterwork. This thing's fun. It's good. If I feel like a Supremacy, I can use it. But I've also got Revoker, which, I mean, You guys know what Revoker does. I could probably just use this in the kinetic slot. You know, it's a good weapon. I've got my last word. I've got my thorn. Those are great. I've also got an Austringer that I really like, and I actually have a PvE one that I might use as well. It's got the Rampage. It's got Outlaw. It's a really good gun. Actually, I think it's Rampage Outlaw. But this is my PvP one. Rangefinder, Eye of the Storm, Accurized Round, Extended Barrel, and a Ranged Masterwork. I like to use this. It's been a very, very solid hand cannon for me. And then my last kinetic that I care about is my Breakneck. It's got the Rampage spec on it. If they buff auto rifles, I see this being a really good weapon. As of right now, I'm not the biggest fan, but I do like the Breakneck. If I can get enhanced auto rifle loader, I'd actually consider using this, but I don't have that right now. If I ever get it, I'll use this. Now, I've got the Recluse as well. This is a staple in a lot of people's loadouts for PvP and PvE. I don't need to talk about it much. It's an amazing gun. Let's sweet. I've also got this Retold Tail that I'm a pretty big fan of. Slide Shot, Quick Draw, Light Mag, Small Bore. Now, Small Bore apparently messes with the spread, and so, honestly, I don't need it. And the reason I don't need it is because I have this Mindbender's Ambition. Quick Draw, Snapshot, Light Mag, Rifled Barrel, Range, Masterwork. It's very hard to get a better gun than this. It's very, very difficult to get a better gun than this. I could probably farm for one in the future, but as it sits, I can't improve on this much, and it's already so good that I don't really care. So I'm probably just going to stick with my Mindbenders for the most part if I'm going to shotgun. I've got an Erentil. I've got kind of two of them. Very similar roles. One's got a range masterwork, one's got a stability masterwork. I'm still trying to decide which one I like better, but with the high impact, under pressure, projection fuse, and this long zoom, this thing is nuts. I can kill people from like freaking Narnia all the way across the map. But this one is rangefinder, projection fuse, and then I've got a couple different scopes with different range on it. This one hits super far as well, but I've got stability on it instead of range, and I don't know. I can't decide which one I like more. I've got my notorious Waking Vigil that took me 300 times to get. Slide Shot, Opening Shot, Ricochet Rounds, Crossfire, and the Range Masterwork. This thing is pretty nuts. I do like my spare rations more, but this thing is really, really good if I want to change up my kinetic slot for any reason. And then I've got a Spike Grenade Orwig's Maul. If for some reason the meta changes, if this gets a buff, if there's any reason why I want to use this one is going to be okay for me in my energy slot. Now, in my heavy, I've got a couple other random things in my Postmaster if I want. Or not Postmaster, my Vault. Like some cluster bomb rocket launchers and stuff, but I've got most of the main things. I've got Swarm of the Raven with Genesis, Snapshot, Spike Grenades. I've got Blast Radius on it, which is cool. I've got Quick Launch, I've got Smart Drift Control. Just having a Swarm of the Ravens is usually enough, but I do have some Iron Banner tokens if I want to get another one. I've got my 1000 Voices. I've got a Wardcliff with the Catalyst. I just need to finish upgrading it. I've got Truth, I've got Anarchy, we've got the Thunderlord, we've got the Tractor Cannon with the Masterwork, or the Catalyst, or whatever you want to call it. And then I've got a couple of different elemental grenade launchers with spike grenades. I've got a solar one, I've got an arc one, so if I ever want to use one of these, I can use that as well. So that's my gear. That is my gear. That is my Titan. I mean, I showed you my weapons, but I showed you my armor. There's a couple things like some enhanced grenade energy. I think I've got a couple of those hanging around, but as it sits right now, my Titan is pretty much perfect. I don't think I would change it up. I don't think I'm going to put much more effort into this, and I'm going to switch over to my Warlock moving forward. Part of the reason why is if I'm going to spend more time playing, I would like the chance of getting some perks on like an Ophidian aspect. Like if I could get enhanced hand cannon loader on something like this, If I could get some enhanced perks on Crown of Tempest. I'm just looking to maybe get a couple upgrades on some of these exotics. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I either get it from Xur or if I get a random drop. So I might as well start playing. And, you know, the items on my Warlock, they're fine. I do have some enhanced perks, but I don't have some of the key ones. Like the loader perks, I don't have some of the dexterity perks, and I'm severely missing on scavenger perks. That's the crazy thing. I have like a shotgun one here, a shotgun one there, but I don't have, you know, hand cannon loader and shotgun, or hand cannon and sniper. I always have just these mix and match shitty ones. And so if I can't improve that much more on the Titan, I think it's time to get on the other classes and at least get some armor for the summer. You know, we got pretty much 2 months to enjoy this game and play PvP and things like that before Shadowkeep and before Armor 2.0. So I might as well get some now. And I think the best way to do that is going to be my Solstice armor going forward. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon.